this real quick.
What's going on?
Yeah. But we'll see. I mean, MFCR, he's the king of these resets and stuff on Leo. So if you're looking for some high-level play, if you're looking for new Leo things, this is the guy to watch. But you probably already know that. This guy's a legend.
I love MFCR because he's like very confident in his play. So he'll be making decisions that you're like, wow, that's wild to do. And then it'll just work. Like he just believes in himself like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if you are one of those players that plays like they can't lose, then you can't lose. Yep. You know, I mean, MFCR is one we're talking about right now. There's some other online ones. JIKH is another big one that's like that.
Oh yeah.
But here we go. We got that button check. We're warmed up out here. All of our players are out here playing friendlies as soon as the door is open. So we're coming in hot. It's going to be MFCR up against Wild.
Get into it. No intros, no friends. Let's rock. MFCR versus Wild. Wild starting it off with a nice 2K, controlling the neutral with the Giovanna normals.
Yeah, we both were trading our 5Hs right there, but MFCR got the better bite of that one. Brought you up, we're on the neutral, going to each side as well. Wild getting beat up here.
Nice counter it overhead for MFCR. Gonna go for a reset. Wants to end the round right here. This super should take it. Yep.
That super always kills Sloth.
Oh yeah, 1 billion damage. He needs it.
Yeah, no, he does. He's the king. He's the king. Good slash pressure right there. We're staying on top of you. That orange Wild Stall did get changed a bit, but still good as a frame trap in those knee situations. Wild getting out of that corner.
Honestly, it's still good, and it's going to be good for the next like 3 months until people really start getting used to the fact that it's minus. That's just a little muscle memory from MFCR's end, though. Nice knockdown. Going to go into the back turn mix. Gets the cross up low. Ooh, but the super from Wild.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if that was going to be that back turn DOS, but not today. The PRC lines us up. We got Wild. Nice backdash on that 5H, and we get a punish after 2.
Wild getting the knockdown. Goes to safe jump in the corner, but a nice jump back, avoiding that throw. Looking for the burst. MFCR is a little hungry. Nice 6P on the spiral arrow, not allowing Wild to close that gap. And that should do it off the wall break. Nice. Great confirm from MFCR. Taking that first game.
Yeah, that was a cool combo right there, too. I always love those ones that are dealing no damage, but you need every hit to connect to get that wall breaks. That's what you're banking on. So great stuff. We're getting that first game. MFCR looking hot.
Yeah, but Wild definitely hanging in there. It has not been a blowout just yet. Staying very solid in the neutral. Nice counter hit for MFCR to start it off. Gonna reset into the back turn stance. Gets the wall slump.
Oh, MFCR is going to try to keep you on this side of the screen, I think. We're going to kill you that way unless Wild gets that dash up throw. We got a dead frame with the JK as well. Oh, that was a tricky one. I didn't even know what side we were going to be on. It caught MFCR there for a second, but that reversal super lets us get the neutral back.
All right, bar slash does connect. Wild just trying to make MFCR block. Does find the 2S on the back turn attempt. Burst on the table for MFCR, and we are going to rip the flash kick. I don't need to be in the corner. I don't want to be in the corner.
Oh, okay, yeah. We were talking about it before, Sloth. MFCR plays like he can't lose, man. Right there, he said, YRC, not in my vision. I'm ready with that DP. I'm taking that round. But Wild still fighting back here, trying to press those buttons, but we're getting hurt for it, right? Those counter hit 5Hs have been really strong.
Yep, and MFCR electing to break the wall, realizes he needs a little bit of resources, going to get some burst back and get some meter. Nice hard knockdown here for you. Wild, defensive resources on the table, but the throws have just been whiffing, unfortunately, for Wild's end.
We're able to get that counter hit 6B there. They start off this interaction, but MFCR already ready with that backdash. Very active on that defense. Wild spending that burst, needs to get this game here on the board to get that momentum in their favor.
Nice cross up, trying to backdash away, but the back turn S is just so long reaching, and the basketball combo banging you against the wall. Into the super. Is that going to? Yep, there's the parry, yep.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. I mean, I'm not surprised that MFCR is pulling out all the stops right there, but Wild already showing that we were ready to show that reversal super. MFCR making the adaptation real quick, and that's why we're here in this game 3 with 2 on the board already.
Old flash kick trades with 2D, the Geo classic. Baiting the burst. We're a little hungry right now from MFCR's end.
Wild's been really patient with the burst in general. They've been helping us get out of those corners. Nice step dash throw. We got the tension to back us up, but MFCR's got a lot in his pocket as well.
Nice counter 2D to start off for MFCR. May just be the round right here off the strength of the super. Nope, not quite yet. A little bit of pixel. One chance here for Wild. Does have 50 meter on the table, but the cross-up is going to do it MFCR on set point.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. You can probably expect to see that at least once a set. MFCR are going to use it right there to close out that critical situation. A lot of whiffs going on here, but we do get that DP punish. Wild looking good here, taking MFCR to the corner.
Yeah, MFCR just kind of wants his burst back. That's why he's just letting those rip right there. He's sending it. All right. Back turn H trying to catch the whiff.
This round has been very scrambly, Sloth.
Yeah, they're just playing. All right, back turn pressure. The overhead does connect. Burst on the table for Wild in just a second. Nice. But MFCR has so many resources.
Yeah.
Full burst, full meter. How do you get through and you can't find a way? A super for MFCR. Gonna go into the PRC. Can he kill? Oh, it's baited! MFCR takes it 3-0 over Wild with a nasty bait to close it off. Great read on the offense throughout the whole set for MFCR.
I mean, that was definitely a flashy way to finish it off, baiting that YRC. These layoed back turn normals, not only are they already a house Sloth, but being able to cancel them at any point and going into that block, especially if you got a brain like MFCR, you're looking for that stuff.
Yep.
You know, it's a very powerful tool. So, not surprised that MFCR played very well there. They're going to be moving on 3-0. But, I mean, I don't want to be in Wild's path there on that loser side. There's a lot of good Giovannas, including Wild. Definitely want to be fighting against them today.
There's like 3, I think, in the bracket that I can think of.
Yeah.
Creator, Wild, and Classified.
Yep. There you go.
I believe Creator, so Creator and now Wild on loser side. Classified still has a chance in winners. I believe they're actually coming up right now. So
yeah, that's Classified and Joe Brownie. Yeah, so that's going to be a fun one.
Joe Brownie, an online weapon.
Yeah, no, for real. I mean, honestly, Classified, too, been doing very well in a lot of top 8s. Surely they've seen each other. I can't recall off like the last couple weeks seeing them play, but I mean, you're going to see a lot of this Giovanna on that online scene. If Joe Brownie wasn't already playing against Classified, we just saw Wild that Joe Brownie's probably playing a lot against. So we already got that experience. We'll have to see. But that JIKH, man, it's a rare breed nowadays.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, Joe Brownie is like the last JIKH player left in the game, I swear. Because I haven't seen Nitro play JIKH in many moons. And literally, Joe Brownie's the only one I can think of. If you're out there and you play JIKH, I'm sorry, but maybe you should enter some tournaments. We need you.
Yeah, I need to see some detonate combos. They changed the timer on that thing, and now I want to see. I need to see a detonate combo and an offline. That's my dream. That's my wish. But maybe we'll see one today. And maybe a button check. Maybe not. We'll find out in the first 2 seconds. Looks like we are. I mean, I was watching both these players today. They were doing their warm-ups. They were coming in, doing their friendlies, getting all hot out here. Now, Classified on the chip, I know it's a button check.
Yeah. Hey, Classified does play chip, though.
I've seen him pull it out as like in Game 3, like, oh, I need to mix something up sort of thing, you know? And also, Joe Brownie playing the JIKH. I've seen Joe Brownie play a bit of Venom online as well.
Really? I've never seen the Joe Brownie Venom, but that would be a treat.
I've seen it in ranked. I don't know if it's like top 24 SQXL ready.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Of course, we know both these players to be on those the Giovanna and the JIKH respectively. And we're going to try to get into winner's side top 8 with either of these characters. Classified, I think, was seeded to do it. But, dude, if someone's going to be doing some nasty upsets today, it's going to be Joe Brownie.
Already made an upset to get here. It beat MacMens and Pulleys yesterday.
Oh, beat MacMens?
Yes.
Jeez. Yeah, MacMens, he's
close
down there on the loser side. We'll have to see.
So, Joe Brownie, you know, win this one, you get top 8 winner side. So, obviously, we're going to be seeing all the stops being pulled out. These two players might be a little familiar with each other. I'm certain they played online before, but we're going to get into it. Classified versus Joe Brownie. Game number 1. Already got some minions out.
It's going to be a high APM for both of these players. Great back throw right there. Maybe looking for the delay tech. Gets the throw instead, but we're still trying to fight out of that corner. We're checking with those 2Ks. We're doing the jump back JP as well. We're trying to be active. That backdash BRC, low crushing there for a second, but no punish.
Yeah, it looked like that JP was just a little late from Classified, probably getting used to getting those hands a little warm. Got the minions out right now. Joe Brownie in a very comfortable position. Got a whole lot of resource here.
Yeah, 100 tension. The world is your oyster if you can just get a hit, but Classified's not going to let you. Nice backdash BRC right there to get this wall break. Not enough to kill, though. Joe Brownie still in a decent spot.
Yeah, with all that butter, we might as well spend it a little. BRC forward. Classified does have the YRC available, but honestly just content to block the minions. Okay, and the BRC down JK. Dude, Geo players in this BRC button, man, we need to have a conversation.
Oh yeah.
They're addicted, bro.
It's like her new move or something, you know, it feels
real.
like it. I love this bounce right here. We got these bots on each side of you, but that quick jab is all you need to clear the screen and get your pressure running. Good stuff, Classified.
Yeah, nice counter far slash to start off this round. Classified poised to take the first game very comfortably right now. Joe Brownie not spending the YRC, just holding it down. Not scared of this Giovanna offense.
We got all the little goobers were there for a second, Sloth, but not too long. We were fighting back out, and Classified using this red RC is going to get the burst from Joe Brownie's pocket.
Yeah, and Joe Brownie's meter usage is crazy. You can just tell how many hours they've spent labbing and playing this character in sets. Because, I mean, how do you pay attention to that resource that well? It's just so impressive to me.
No, for real. I mean, honestly, we get a lot of bots on the screen and still have a lot of meter to back us up. Not a lot of HP, though. It's going to be that throw OTG, Classified getting that first game.
Yeah, Classified keeping it simple, finding a lot of counter hits in neutral and just sort of stuffing out Joe Brownie's options. And then once the minions are out, Classified's content to just down back and wait for them to sort of go away. Going back to character select, though.
Oh, Sloth, did I call it?
Somebody got a bad button.
Oh, okay. No. We're getting a second to breathe. Okay. I was for a second. I'm like, oh no way, Joe Brownie's bringing out that Venom.
Yeah, I was like, this would be crazy.
I swear it's real.
I would think that Venom Giovanna is just not the best matchup.
I don't know if Venom anyone is the best matchup right now, but that character did get some love. I'm looking around the venue, guys. Grand Blue's popping off right now, and we're popping off for this drive as well. Unfortunate little stall right there let Joe Brownie get that throw. And now we're getting the wall break, too. Whoa, that's a really good start here against Classified.
Yeah, Joe Brownie with a huge life lead. Just going to go ahead, content to back up and sort of play the minion game. Actually spends the burst to keep the offense going. There's the air throw. Nice from Classified. Locking Joe Brownie down in this corner. Delay stagger pressure, just trying to bait an option, but Joe Brownie not biting.
Oh my lord. Dude, Joe Brownie's so patient with that meter. I see that much meter, I'm thinking YRC, and maybe Classified was thinking the same thing, but no, we were just waiting to line it up and get that next hit, but the whip throw maybe a little too antsy on our defense. Classified is going to cash out a lot of damage here.
Great stuff from Classified, going to get into that positive bonus. 50 meter on the table, just a spiral arrow to find a way in. But Joe Brownie's movement, evading this Giovanna offense. Whoa, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that could have been really bad, right? Oh, in fact, here it is. I was about to say, because we cornered ourselves, so all of a sudden, Classified's like, oh, wow, I'm just going to line that up and have the super ready. 50 more tension and the hard knockdown. Not looking good for Joe Brownie all of a sudden.
Looking for a throw. 6P should be coming out. Got the minion set up. Goes for the low. Ooh, I like that from Joe Brownie. But it looks like a little misinput there. Unfortunate. And the throw from Classified is going to close out the round. Looking to go up 2 potentially here in our final round.
Yeah, that's something I'm putting together, Sloth, is that when you see those JPs, it probably is the summon command. Nice burst right there to get some distance back, get those summons out. We got the goobers bouncing around. Classified trying to dance around them with those command dashes, those step dashes, but we get in just to get 6P ready with the burst, though.
Yeah, Joe Brownie really just paying attention to how Classified wants to approach and sniping it out, but very big advantage here. Classified does not have the burst on the table. Joe Brownie looking to break this wall. Ooh, a wonderful jump back from Classified.
Yeah, I mean, we just stalled a little bit with that stagger, and Classified saw the opportunity, was ready with that jump. We got that tension on the other side of the screen. We're building it up, but the nice counter hit. Joe Brownie gets some distance to breathe.
Oh, the RC splash actually catching him in the air, but not able to get a full combo. Nice reset into the throw. Classified got the 50 meter on the table and gonna spend it after the next grab. That's gonna do it. Classified up 2.
Oh, man. Finishing with the Wild Assault also. Throwing it back
crazy.
to Season 3.
Yeah, for real.
But no, that was crazy. That Redder seeing off the bot, I did not expect that coming out. Awesome. Very niche answer, right, from Classified. Here on the stage, no nerves. We're just ready to pop those tensions to get the kill, and it's paying off. We're up 2-0. Joe Brownie feeling that pressure, getting a nice round start.
Yeah, Joe Brownie has been starting off really strong, but Classified really just feels like they're able to clutch up in the most important moments of the game. Nice 2P to start it off. Yeah, Joe Brownie's in the driver's seat for this first round. And a great 2P catching that stagger. Dash up gets thrown. We tech those.
Nice. The counter hit 5H lining it up there for a second, but Classified still holding on to that burst, gets a second to breathe. DPing through the bots, being very active with them because you can't let them build up, but if you're sending that hurt box, Joe Brownie's going to make you hurt for it. Getting out the corner with Dog Dart, Classified trying to do something with this little bit of HP.
Oh, nice jump back. Had a feeling that Joe Brownie was going to jump away there. Such a huge advantage here for Joe Brownie. Just looking to close this one out. These 6Ps are finding their mark almost every time, G.
Yeah, not only just for taking out the Giovanna, but also lining up the bots, right? I mean, Joe Brownie, very good at calling the bots, using his JIKH buttons to keep Classified back while also lining up the zoning as well. Great stuff.
Oh, nice jump back JP. Confirms into the minion, and now Joe Brownie's got you in a corner, but a wonderful backdash for Classified. The defense is second to none, honestly, at this point.
I mean, yeah, both these players, really good defense, really good APM, FD blocking out everything that we can, but these bots are tricky, and Joe Brownie is making you hurt for it. Both players whipping right there. It's going to be the Red RC keeping that pressure going. Classified has tension to fight back out with here.
Yep, and spending it right there. Classified looking to be pushing Joe Brownie towards that corner, trying to build up that meter just a little bit. Nice stagger pressure, but a wonderful run-up 2K call-out from Joe Brownie. So ready for this offense. Oh, what a burst bait from Classified. A little bit of an awkward spot, though. Should be able to break the wall with a super to do it. Nice.
That almost looked like, Sloth, to me, that combo got messed up, that we were taking Joe Brownie away. But no, it almost looked like we were lining it up. That looked completely intentional in hindsight. Classified one set point here, trying to move on 3-0.
Yeah, would not surprise me if Classified's got the combos on lock right there. Speaking of combos, we're watching a beautiful one right here. Not enough meter. Oh, spends the PRC to get the wall break.
Oh, no. A little scrambly right there, but I mean, at this point, if you're playing this hot, you got this kind of lead, you can kind of do whatever you want, right? The burst's going to keep Joe Brownie here in the corner, PRC, to slow things down a bit. Losing that turn up to the dog kick. Joe Brownie trying to take it back, but we're still stuck here in the corner, Sloth.
Yep, Joe Brownie's been really trying to use his defense matrix, but once Classified sees the minions, really just not approaching. Oh, and the burst is on the table. How do we spend it? Oh, and it gets faded. Classified ready for that last offensive attempt from Joe Brownie, and moving on into our winner's side top 8.
I mean, that whole route, right, we were flicking that FD. We were ready with those low recovery jump normals to try to fish out that burst in any way. So unfortunate stuff for Joe Brownie, a little bit of a checkmate there, but that's because Classified was just that strong. Great stuff. I mean, look, if you're on that loser side, I'd be looking to see where Joe Brownie just ended up, because you better be labbing some JIKH back there, because you're going to have a hard time.
Yeah, you're going to be fighting the only one left, but a good, nice shout out to Classified making that top 8 winner's side. Playing very solid today.
So we'll see, guys. Our next match is lining up for you. Now, these are some really strong players, too. First off, it's going to be Rediamnot on that Goldlewis up against Clone. She's going to be coming in on that Slayer. That's going to be a fun one to watch. Definitely some good games from both of them yesterday. Unfortunately, they're going to have to see each other get into this top 8 of winner's side, but at least we're going to get a good set on our hands.
Yeah, I wonder how much these two have played each other. I mean, it's a very funny matchup, you know, Slayer, Goldlewis. It's like, if whoever gets hit first.
Right. That's Guilty Gear Strive for you, Sloth.
Yeah.
Whoever gets hit first. We'll see. Of course, Goldlewis getting a little bit of a baby hit on that last patch, but you can't keep down good players like, you know, Rediamnot's in the bracket, Lasagna Slayer, and Cheryo, or the Goldlewis, I can name off the top of my head at least. Clone, she may be one of our only Slayers here in the top 24, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Top 24 representation kind of all over the place. I don't think there's a single chip.
Yeah, unfortunately. Sloth, that could have been you.
Should have been.
Should have been.
I was too busy yapping.
So we'll see. We'll see. So coming up, Rediamnot and Clone. Surely, I was going to say surely going to be a button check, because for a second there I saw Slayer on the, or rather Cloned on the LFL, but looks like we may just be picking out our songs here. Pick the ups and downs. I'm surprised. Rediamnot usually a birthday train enjoyer, so we'll see.
All right, Clone stepping up to the plate. Really been on the come up in this last year, to be honest. After their amazing run at Boston Blue Beat, just been doing the same thing over and over again, playing really well. Got these Slayer confirms that are just insane, like just a billion damage, but also they look so sick. We're about to get into it though. Rediamnot versus Clone, one of our last top 8 winner side qualifiers.
We'll see. Nice 2H to start us off, but the burst going to get some distance back. Always looking for that drone post burst. Rediamnot going to win that neutral down, taking Clone to that corner. But that very active 6B gets us out, and in fact, we get Red in the corner now.
Yeah, but Rediamnot looking comfortable on the defense, not really scared. Clone blocking these behemoth typhoons, gets caught by the overhead. But she's still looking good. Nice tech on the throw there. Yeah,
I love the overhead actually scooping us down. She's using it almost like a pseudo anti-air, but it's going to be Red lining up those next few hits, getting you with the shoulder check, and taking you out that round. The burst looking small on both players' sides. I think Clone will surely get hers if she needs to use it defensively here, but she can be offensive as well.
Oh, Nice. Red, I'm not biting on the throw, but an unfortunate drop for Clone. Means that Red will be spending some security gauge, swinging that coffin around, catching Slayer, trying to slide in. Get off me.
Red got to be like one of the Goldlewis pioneers in terms of using that security gauge to the best of its ability. Day one, when that mechanic changed, they were all over it, but it's going to be Clone lining up the map 100 and breaking the wall from that. That is insane.
That's some mastery right there. Nice super from Red. This should bust Clone's ankles, and that's going to close out that round and that game. Red taking the first one.
Clone flew too close to the sun there for a second, Sloth.
Yep. Sometimes the Slayer, you just got to send it. And Clone is definitely very good at finding those few select choice moments where you can send it and find a big payoff.
Sure. She's very aggressive. Oh, I love how she's using these Danny steps to try to see if we can get Red to miss tech throws and such, and then get the follow-up after. But no, Red being a little bit more patient, rewarded with their own offense. The Flex Shield gets some distance back. Clone trying to get something started here, Sloth, but this Red RC lining it up for Red.
Ground Blue getting a little out over there, but don't worry about that. We in the Guilty Gear Strive zone. Red, I am not whittling down this health, and the 2H gets caught by that Nerf JD. Why'd I hit if his Nerf, man?
Yeah, the Nerf JD, yeah. That button's still a house ball, especially in a pilot like Red's hands, right? We're going to make all of our tools be effective, even the weaker ones, even the ones that get hit. Look at that damage.
Christ. All right, nice deflection of Clone, escaping the pressure just a little, just to get 2P'd yet again. Red's defense has been absolutely insane this set. Clone does find another hit, and the pile bunker PRC, there's the bite.
I love that bite. Oh, the universe buff gonna get that burst from Red's pockets. We need one more hit, Sloth, but I don't think we're gonna get it this game.
Nope, that's gonna do it. Red, I am not going up 2. These 6P clashes, honestly, I like the way Clone's been acting, but it looks like Red, I am not immediately adapted to the 6P clash and was ready to swing that coffin and catch him going.
Yeah, yeah. Red was like, "Oh, new option here.
Yeah.
Let me just calculate for a second, and here's the answer."
Never seen that before, but have you seen this 486?
Oh, cool move. Have you seen this Behemoth Typhoon?
Yeah. All right, a gold burst on the table for both players. We're all a little positive here tonight. Oh, but an amazing super. Catching Clone on the reversal yet again.
And she's active on that defense too, right? Showing that backdash. The first one didn't work, but the second one did get us out, and we get that hit after. Red going to be waking up with not enough tension for a reversal super. But Clone is just swagging on you right now. The whip 6P getting pile bunkered. She's got this loop together, and that's going to be the round for Clone.
Yeah, and another thing I like, Clone is really good at going for the resets in the middle of these long Slayer combos when you're just holding back and blocking, and they'll go for that cross-up pile bunker. She's really good at finding those, but Red Eye, I'm not winning the round start, pushing Clone towards that corner and chipping away at that health of that big old coffin.
Clone ready with that tech, though. Oh, wow, that was definitely an option. We're on top of Red. We're getting checked with that 2P, though, man. Red not falling for those resets, not just holding that down back, ready to check with the bar ray, and now we're on set point for it.
Yep. Nice usage of the security gauge to confirm that kill and close out that round. We're taking it into our final round here of Game 3. Can Clone find a dub?
We're going to try to. I like how you got to be patient like that with the drone, right? You just got to hold back sometimes. Nice 5D combo here from Clone. Goes for that reset you were calling out, Sloth. And we're dealing some damage. That's not going to be enough to kill, but look how much damage we're dealing to Goldlewis Dickinson's run.
Yep, that's one of the biggest health pools in the game. And Clone finding the overhead. There's the super. Does it catch the pile bunker? No, it does not. Clone taking their first.
Man, she's getting a perfect 2 for that one. I love that, doing the dandy step back. I mean, she's been doing that a bit, right? Calling out the delay throws, but that time, it was almost like it was specifically for super. So great stuff, which Red has been showing a lot in this set. We're getting one on the board. Clone's looking good, but Red, if we just keep playing this game the way we were those first 2, we're going to be okay.
Yep, nice usage of the 5P, catching the recovery frames on that JD, but Red finding another hit, forcing the burst out of Clone, just to find their way back in yet again.
And that drone lets us get a cross-up that Clone was ready for, but catching you with that Master's Hammer, possibly a throw attempt that got counter-hit. Nice check with that minigun, but Clone's already looking for it, bro.
Oh, the pile bunker trade! Oh, and a nice 2P from Red to close the round, checking off the wall and finding the mash. Red Eye not on set point yet again.
Oh, man. And I saw that 100 tension on the side of Clone, and I was ready for that super. She loves Twitter
Last
clipping.
Horizon. Big counter hit here for Clone. Resets the pressure into the low and catches Red jumping.
That's what I'm used to seeing, Sloth. When Slayer counter hits turn into combos, that's what I'm used to seeing. So good stuff there. Clone, still set point for Red, but these games are looking so much more competitive.
Yeah, it's really going back and forth here. Nice deflect shield on the low. Wild Assault Red finds a way in. Using that drone, going to break that wall. Here comes the super, need the hard knockdown. Security gauge is gone, so that is something to think about from Clone's end. And we're almost at 50 meter on the table.
Yeah, she's definitely not in the worst spot ever, right? We're going to be able to block out some, we're going to need to block out some of these BTs first of all, but no, we didn't get the chance to. And it's going to be Red cleaning it up there, getting that perfect to finish it off, moving on 3-1. Strong stuff from that Goldlewis.
Yep, and Red shaking their head a little there. Perhaps did not want to drop a game, but you know, Clone was adapting very well, and that was a very good set. Red moving on in our winner's side of top 8, and Clone, I have a feeling we'll be seeing them again.
I hope we do. I love watching Clone play. She's a very strong player. Even if you don't like Slayer or playing against that Slayer, you got to love watching her pilot it, man. Definitely a very strong player. I think coming up next will be Lucien and Kreeg. Yup, and that's going to be, guys, you know what that means. Happy Chaos Mirror.
The guns.
There we go. We're going to be gunned up over here. It's going to be Kreeg and Lucien. I was talking to Lucien yesterday, and they were saying that they were here for 2XKO. They were like, you know, whatever happens in Strive happens. But they play HC, man, so we're about to get the top 8. We're about to be on winner's side.
I'm saying, that's what Lucien claims, but then, like, went to the sweatiest game 5 with Cheryo yesterday to make it out on winner's side. And Kreeg, also a very sweaty game 5 with Creator to make it out on winner's side.
That's
just
crazy.
For these two happy chaoses to collide again. And the last time I believe they played, I'm pretty sure that Kreeg won. But, I mean, it is a mirror match. It could literally go to either one of these players. And both these players are so talented. So we have a treat in store for us.
I mean, Kreeg definitely probably one of the strongest HCs in the mirror. At least, you know, I've seen them play a lot against both Lucien and JIKH in some of these online. So, I mean, Kreeg's a gamer. So Kreeg, I think, also plays a little bit of Smash Ultimate, plays like all the sorties.
Yes,
also. Yeah,
it's true. Kreeg is PR'd in the region in Smash.
How funny is that? I think there was like I love referencing this fun fact. There was like the first Balatro offline tournament. No, it wasn't offline. It was an online tournament, but it was Balatro on Start GG. Kreeg won the whole thing and was like, well, I guess I'm going to be a Balatro player now.
Kreeg also won Ume Musume last night.
That's
the horse racing game.
I saw the clip of that. That's so sick that SQXL had that. This is really the anime FGC event. There is anime all over the place.
Yep, absolutely. It's been an absolute treat. I mean, day 1 was great, and here we are day 2, and honestly, it's feeling even better. Somehow, they found a way to make it even better.
I mean, I was talking to Sloth about offlines in general, and you know, one of the things you were saying is like the energy, right? It's just like more fun, more things to talk about. I mean, we're hearing, you're probably hearing it on the mic, Grand Blue's been popping off as well over there. Definitely want to share that energy around, even like the small setups back there. People get a combo in 2XKO, Yasuo starts hitting somebody, it's like, oh, let's go. It's hype.
If Yasuo hits me personally, I'm screaming.
That's actually what most people are like, oh my God. But no, we're talking, I mean, this is another character makes people scream, and we got 2 of them.
True. Doubled up.
Here we go. I mean, but one thing you got to put in perspective, though, is that these are, like, some of the strongest players. I mean, like, top 5 HCs on the screen right now.
Some of the best pilots of this character, not just in the America, but I'd say in the world for sure. I mean, honestly, HC is more popular in America than anywhere else.
Right. I mean, there's Sonicon in Korea, I think.
Yeah. When you think about other regions, there's 1 HC player.
Right.
And then NA has like 6.
Yeah. Well, you can't forget about Tiger Pop also. There's Tiger Pop. Tiger Pop and Sonicon are the 2 that I can think off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, in NA, we play broken stuff over here.
I guess there's 2 in EU if you think about Dysonologists.
Oh yeah, of course. That's the thing about naming players. It's like, oh well, I forgot about the other 100.
Yeah, for real. If you play Happy Chaos in EU or somewhere else, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I forgot you.
Yeah, nothing personal. Okay, this does not look like a button check. We're playing the game out here. We're spending that burst, that gunshot came out on us, and it's going to be a lot of that, guys. It's going to be who gets that RNG gunshot, or who's going to be so patient that it actually rewards us. Now, it looks like Kreeg, of course, playing that new alt color, the color 16. You got Lucien with the red hair over there. They're going to try to get out of this corner, but it's going to be Kreeg with that throw, fast RC gunshot to start us off. In fact, almost take the round off.
Yeah, just like you were saying, man, Kreeg is honestly a master of the mirror, very familiar with what their character wants to do. And Lucien, I mean, the same goes for them. And nice setup here, laying the pressure on thick, forces the YRC out of Kreeg, and the bullet trades with the 2S.
That was a crazy one.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I think it's crazy that the 2S actually hit from that far. I thought that was just going to be like a whiff and then the gunshot hitting, but no, the 2S actually connected. Lucien here with that curse applied on them, with that full screen, trying to do the run up, but Kreeg going to get this wall break. That was a little funny one to look at.
Yeah. Maybe not familiar with the wall held right there. 6H Merchant gets thrown. No resources on the deck for Kreeg. Nice J2K from Lucien. This should be busting that glass. And we need that super, we need that Machina, need those bullets back. Yeah,
we need to start getting some rounds here on the board. Now there is a chance possibly that Lucien swaps back to that Sin, but I'm pretty sure that since this new patch, we've been hard on this HC, and it looks like we have been. Look how strong we are. We're going to do that backdash BRC to get on top of you. Kreeg with some good defense trying to catch us with that 2D, but man, we're just scrambling back and forth, trading hits. Lucien's the one going to get this wall break.
Yeah, nice call out there from Lucien, realizing that Kreeg didn't have any bullets, and the second that they saw that reload, immediately grabbing Kreeg's ankle and breaking that wall. Last chance here. Nice 5D from Lucien to close it out.
Keeping it simple. Was ready with the gunshot, even if it did get blocked. But with that low HP, just one tap was all we needed. Whipping that 5K. We're ready with the 2S whiff punish. Kreeg dancing around with that gun out. You got to be careful. You got that gun out, you can't block. So you need to get that distance back.
Yep, and Kreeg looking a little low on bullets. Does find the 5D. Should get the super here. Gets a max reload, max ammo. Big positive bonus too.
Not a lot of focus though. We'll see if that comes up. Definitely been going in the red a little bit on the side of Kreeg. The 5D whiffs with the gunshot backs us up. Lucien getting staggered there a little bit. Kreeg with just the stutter step was able to get a hit. A trade puts Lucien at a pixel.
Yep, and Lucien trying to roll through, but nice FD from Kreeg keeps the happy chaos at bay. No concentration on the table for Lucien. And what can you do at that point, unfortunately? Kreeg taking the first on our winner's side.
Kreeg looking strong. I mean, both of our players looking strong right there. Kreeg's the one getting the game. That's the thing about Strive, right? Like, sometimes these sets, the scores do not tell the story of how close the rounds were. Lucien getting called out here first, but was ready with the burst and was ready with the first gunshot. We're hitting Kreeg with some of these. The just blocks are coming out. Kreeg familiar with those timings.
Yep, and both players just forcing the bursts out. Don't want to hold any of this offense. Kreeg finds the 50-meter first, and we're going to be seeing that Machina again. You guys better be getting used to it, because I have a feeling this is going to be a long set.
No matter who wins, no matter the score, it's going to be a minute. Lucien able to get that hit into the red RC, but Kreeg's got that positive bonus kicking. So even if we are going to get beat up here a bit by Lucien, we're waking up with that BRC. Couldn't make too much of it though. Yeah,
it looked like we were trying to get a YRC off the 6K, but a little too delayed on it. Lucien finds the grab on the deflection, but not enough to kill just yet. Kreeg does have a lot of resources on the table. See if they can find their way in. Going low, Lucien fuzzy jumping away. Got the reticle out, but Kreeg with the 6H catching that gun hold like you were saying earlier, G.
Oh man, and no ammo on the side of Lucien. That is insane. Guys, you gotta watch that round back at the end. Kreeg was so high APM. One jump back from Lucien. Kreeg plus 6 buttons to try to fight back against Lucien's offense, trying to get out of that pressure. It's going to be a 6P to put Lucien here in the corner, and we got this FD block out. We're trying to get some distance from Kreeg.
Yeah, but Lucien out of meter and unfortunately almost out of time. Nice 5P. Does have the burst on deck, should be coming up soon. 50 meter on the table for Kreeg, spends it on the concentration super. Shoots all the bullets.
Oh no.
We are baiting this burst right now.
We're trying to. We got some burst baiters on the screen. Reminder, of course, Lucien isn't on that red hair HC, so we're the one getting in this block stun. Kreeg's the one running the pressure and getting the throw and getting their second, their second game, excuse me, on the board. Looking strong here. Lucien's going to have to make some pretty quick adaptations, because that first game was definitely a lot closer than that second one.
Yep, that's for sure. Seems Kreeg's offense is just cracking Lucien's defense. Getting the burst firsted out early.
No focus on the side of Kreeg, though. Not a great spot, Sloth, and it looks like Lucien's going to take advantage of that. But Kreeg, ready with the burst as soon as our focus came back, too. So well-timed use of that mechanic. It rewards us. We got Lucien in the corner, but no focus again.
Yeah, Kreeg really spending these resources the second they get them. Nice cross-up. Sending Lucien towards the corner. 5D does get blocked. J2K, the menace of a button. We managed to evade this situation and force Kreeg into no concentration yet again, but the double J2K combo should be enough. Confirm with no bullets. That's some mastery right there.
Yeah, no, that's insane. I'm glad you called that out, Sloth. That was an awesome combo. Look at that damage. That wasn't even a bullet press because we couldn't. There was none in the chamber. And look at the side of Lucien, none in the chamber as well. So the 5D, or one of the 5Ds rather, going to go ahead and close out that round and put Kreeg on set point.
Yeah, maybe it's not going to be a long set. Kreeg proving me wrong right now. The cross-up hits again. Lucien not blocking the rolls. Gets caught. Now finding some offense. Force the 5D, going to get the wall break. Oh no! Wants the wall slump reset into the throw.
And dude, one wall slump like that is enough to get Kreeg doing some antsy stuff, right? Yep. Just throwing out that backdash, getting caught. Look at the damage. Just the threat of that throw was enough. A simple run-up delay close slash is going to take it here for Lucien. But guys, reminder, it's still Kreeg on set point. Lucien's going to have to get this game.
Yep, a nice JP to start it off. Lucien calling out that early jump back from Kreeg. Kreeg setting up the clone, trying to build a wall, gather some resources with that concentration. Oh, but a wonderful 2S from Lucien.
Well timed, well used, and now we're going to catch you with that gunshot, getting our full focus back. The wall slump is going to help us out. Nice Deus Ex here from Lucien, looking good in this round.
All right, Kreeg does have the 50 meter. Where's the YRC? We know it's coming. Okay, just blocking it out that time, but 2S counter hit yet again. Lucien finding a lot of success with that button in this game and taking their first.
There we go. And Kreeg was so ready there at the end, was not ready to lose that game, was walking up with that that dash block, trying to call out any potential gunshots. We're sharing the same brain cell here on these round starts, but Kreeg is going to be the one getting this first combo.
Yep, likes to break the glass. No concentration on the table yet again. I feel like this is the most I've seen HC run out of concentration.
Kreeg said, hey, if I got it, I'm going to use it. And I mean, it's been paying off. We are up 2 games. It's going to be that Deus Ex cancel to carry Lucien to the wall and send him through. Lucien not in a horrible spot here, right? We still got those resources to fight with, but Kreeg definitely looking strong.
Nice YRC evading that 5D situation. Lucien catches the backdash with the bullet. Taking Kreeg all the way to the corner, resets with the J2K. Not breaking the wall, elects to get a little more resources. Nice YRC from Kreeg trying to escape the situation, but the 2S yet again!
Oh, unfortunate. You're such low HP there that the throw was just enough to kill. You didn't get a chance to spend that burst, and now you're back on Kreeg's set point. Sharing that brain cell, throwing out that curse ball, the water balloon comes out, and Kreeg connects with the 5D to put Lucien here in the corner.
Yep, a nice 6H Lucien fighting their way out using these broken Happy Chaos normals, I'll say it. Pushing all the way to the corner. Nice 2K from Kreeg, finally escaping.
No bullets and barely any focus on the side of Kreeg. Lucien looking good here, but that nice RC 5K is enough to stop Lucien here for a second. They're getting their pressure back. They're running down with this gunshot. Kreeg ready with the burst.
Yep, now no bullets on the end, and just a zoning warfare specialty right here. There's the J2K from Lucien. Gonna break the wall, but it's not gonna be enough. Kreeg got one more chance and 50 meter.
We'll see. Oh man, we were whiffing. Yeah, we were spray praying right there. That was Steady Aim Pro. We were just trying to get something, and it was going to go to Lucien. Still set point for Kreeg, but Lucien looking so much stronger in these later games, taking it down to the last rounds.
Nice 6K counter starting for Lucien, looking to take this potentially to Game 5. Kreeg blocking it out. They do not want to get sent through this wall. So many resources on the table. Oh. Roll gets FD'd, evading the mix-up by spending their meter.
And it's going to be Lucien sent through. Kreeg lining up that Y-Iota into the 50 tension. That's a lot of damage here onto Lucien. And this time, not so many resources sloughed through it. Maybe another wall break. Oh, it's mated! Kreeg going to be moving on 3-1, but Lucien definitely coming alive in those latter games.
Yeah, for sure. Just a little slow on the startup there. And Kreeg, you know, all gas, no brakes, taking that game, moving on to winner's side top 8. And now the Guilty Gear crowd behind me getting a little loud. What is going on in losers, JIKH?
Well, I'm gonna look real quick, guys. I'm gonna update you here on some of these losers round ones. JIKH won 3-2 over Creator, taking them out. They're gonna have to fight against Lasagna Slayer. Maybe they're fighting right now. They're popping off back there, y'all.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting real exciting here at SQ, but please stick around, stay tuned. We're gonna take it to a quick little break, and we'll be right back with some more Guilty Gear Strive action. What matches we have coming up soon, or if you want to be surprised, if you're here for the excitement of it all, you know.
Yeah, you're one of those rare viewers saying no spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing some soon, but we've definitely had some interesting developments in that bracket. Excited to see how this top 8 gets rounded up, but first we got to watch JIKH versus Lurry.
And I've seen these two play quite a bit off in those online brackets, so they definitely got some XP against each other as well as those respective characters. Try to get that pickup with the blue Wild Assault after that hit. Not enough, but we got these ping pongs, a lot of bombs already. Lurry got some good item RNG.
Yeah, Lurry getting a little blessed up by the RNG. Oh, but gets counter hit by the Artemis. It's going to be a big conversion. JIKH electing to break the wall. Wants to go into that super because Lurry's already got burst. Might as well get the hard knockdown.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point, right? When they have that burst that can be built back up on the wall splats, you got to start routing around that. But right there, JIKH keeping it simple. Super to super, wall break to wall break. A lot of meter on the side of Lurry, but not going to be enough for that Artemis. Great stuff, taking that first round.
Yep, Lurry trying to spend that butter towards the end, but a nice Artemis. Secures the round for JIKH, taking it into round number 2. Catching that capital reset with a 5P. Lurry very familiar with the pressure. And a nice cross-up on the meteors. Really getting blessed with these items.
Sloth, I think yesterday in pools there was a stream game with Lurry where he got something like 8 meteors in one set. It was insane.
God.
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
Nice 2S. Lurry just locking down the air. Trying to keep JIKH honest. Very hard to do. Millia, a very scrambly character.
Ooh.
Nice 2K.
I love that. We were kept safe by the trumpet there for a second. Now, we did just get our burst back. Of course, we lost the round there. Where we're at a burst advantage, we'll have to see if we can use that to take another round off of this Faust. Hail Marrying there on that hair car, bursting through. I know I don't like getting hit by that follow-up. I spend my burst there, too.
Well, Lurry finding the mini Faust and just backdashing off the mix. Little confirm there. Another banana peel. Man. JIKH on the back foot for these last few rounds. Gets counter hit by that JD. Lurry finding a hit in the corner.
And Lurry has this tension to either get the mix or they keep those command grabs safe. You have both those options. So we'll see. This time it's going to be the raw command grab. Timing it with the bomb as well. Even though you get hit, you get the swag finish. Awesome stuff there from Lurry.
Yeah, and these sets often go to game 5, at least when I've watched Lurry play JIKH. So we're going to be seeing some adaptation. Lurry looking really solid right now, though.
For sure. JIKH as well, using that S-disc. The new move for Millia, that S-disc, it feels like. But no, that back throw. Faust got you here in the corner, but well-timed gold burst gets us out. Man, these items are going crazy.
Yep, Lurry really getting blessed with the weight there. Finds the counter at 5H, converts into another mini Faust. Like, he's just getting 10 free bursts.
Ooh, nice command grab. Now this time, we have the tension on the side of JIKH. Have to respect that aggro for a moment, but we will get a second to YRC out. And look, Lurry was actually looking for it, it felt like, but we're able to weave it in, and JIKH running this pressure with H-disc.
Yep, nice defense there from Lurry. Blocking this Millia in whatever way he can, but the 2P mash from JIKH. Let's find a little bit of reward. Pushing Lurry towards that corner, spending the resource to get the cross-up.
No, that was actually crazy. I got hit there. We're going to, oh, for a second there, we were blocking it out. Nice burst here from Lurry, able to get some of these items. What could they be? It's going to be a bomb, a trumpet, a donut, a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, another mini Faust for Lurry, actually finding a hit off of it. Not enough to kill just yet. Goes into the safe jump. Yeah, and JIKH forced to hold that mix-up and gets caught by the low. Lurry closing out that round. Looking to maybe go to 2.
We'll see. Lurry looking good, using that 5K. Very strong, normal to take JIKH to the wall and in fact send him through. We do have this burst to fight back with.
Yeah, nice riding there from Lurry, respecting that wall health and trying to get the stick before JIKH got that burst. And now JIKH really in a bad spot here. Has to spend the burst off the 6H.
Ooh. Nice job putting those items into JIKH's lap, forcing him to play with them, and they're good items too.
Dude.
Mini Faust bombs, we're actually getting our own trumpets. We're looking good here on this Faust.
Lurry has he got like 4 mini Fausts that game. Can we talk about it, bro?
Honestly,
my God.
Mini Faust low-key as good as Meteors. I don't know. I'm not a Faust player, so that probably sounds crazy, but strong stuff. We're getting the mini Faust out today, and we're getting games on the board. In fact, we got 2 of them. We're going to have to see some changes here from JIKH.
Nice tech on the throw there. Lurry fighting from the corner. Finds another 5H. JIKH really just running into these Faust buttons. Great block on the 6K, but gets counter hit. Has to spend the burst. Oh, and JIKH not going to convert.
Okay. Staying on this side of the wall. Despite that banana bunch, it wasn't the peel, so we were able to keep our combo going. Blocking that 6H. Whoa, I love that PRC there from Lurry, trying to catch our JIKH off guard, but no. JIKH stays on top of it, and Set Them Voices finishes the round.
Nice stuff there from JIKH. Answering back, honestly. And pushing Lurry towards the corner again. Now we got to hold this mix-up. Oh, a nice cross-up. I'm going to go ahead and break that wall. Not enough meter to convert into the hard knockdown, but it's totally fine. Lurry does have the burst on the table. Gets caught by the hair card again, man.
Yeah, those hair cards, when you got the 50 tension that back you up, they're no longer random. At that point, they're calculated, and it's going to be Lurry getting that next hit regardless still. Going to give a little bit of HP back there to JIKH. Keeping that command grab safe. What a trade hit. Oh, my lord.
Oh, another mini Faust bails Lurry out. Finds the meteors. Oh, but they whip, of course. Faust is bad, guys. Faust is bad.
Oh, my God, Sloth. Watching that meteor completely whiff. Now, of course, that's what JIKH was trying to set up, right?
Yeah.
So kudos to him, but I know Lurry over there shaking his head. In fact, I could if I looked over, I probably could have seen him.
Pull the best item just to get owned. But Lurry starting off in the corner yet again. JIKH really pushing the offense after those first two games. Seems they've woken up a little.
Trying to get in despite that 100-ton weight and using those jumps to dance around them. JIKH keeps this Faust in the corner.
And when the pressure is unrelenting, finding the throw, Lurry's stuck in the corner, locked away for this whole round. Gets crossed up just to eat the super. And another disc setup with a 6K is going to close it out. JIKH looking to maybe take it to game 5.
JIKH definitely locking in here, it feels like, Sloth. We're looking strong. Trying to get that far slash, but it's going to be that whip punish 5H from Lurry to keep this pressure going. You got to hold this bomb on that other side. JIKH locked it down for a moment with these items, but despite that, we're still trying to get in with these far slashes. The burst comes out.
Nice jump back JH. Lurry controlling that airspace where Millia wants to be. Does have the mini Faust and gets the hammer pull, so JIKH just respecting these items as they should.
Oh my God.
Another one.
Now that you pointed it out, yeah, there are actually, we got to check this man's controller. There are way too many mini Fausts coming out. We're catching you with that stagger. Good stuff here. Lurry putting himself on set point.
Yep, Lurry looking to maybe crack into the top 8 qualifier. This ain't even for top 8 yet. These players are fighting for their lives right now here at SQ Burst. Another round start. It looks like JIKH's playing real defensively now, just sort of jumping back and trying to wait.
Yeah, definitely don't want to get this far to squander it all.
Amazing 5P match from Lurry yet again.
And using this banana to jail in as well. JIKH trying to get out, man, but these cross-ups have been crazy. Lurry have been pushing so many Faust options on you, it's hard to keep up.
Trying to use the love there. Nice cross-up, but oh, gets caught by the 2S. The anti-air that hits on both sides. He needs it. Lurry spamming the 2K. I know you're trying to jump around me. Trying to lock JIKH down. One hit here for Lurry will do it. Nice 2S. Gonna convert. That's gonna do it. Lurry takes it over JIKH. 3-1.
Awesome
Very close
stuff
there at the end.
And you know North Carolina popping off a little bit for that one. Shout out to Lurry. Shout out to NC for moving on. But Sloth, you said it there in the match. That wasn't even a top 8 qualifier.
Yep.
That was just a raw losers match right there. Now the winner of that match will have to go up and fight against Lucien.
Yeah.
So
your reward for winning? Happy chaos.
Yeah, I was talking to JIKH before the match, and that's what he pointed that out to me. He was like, well, the winner of this match fights Lucien, so I'm just trying to have fun on stream. So we'll see. All right, guys. That's Lurry right there walking by doing a little victory lap.
Yeah, look at that. All right. But now it looks like we got another treat for us. More JAKH. I knew we would see Joe Brownie again. I just felt it in my spirit. But we got Joe Brownie versus JIKH. More Millia for your viewing pleasure. If you're a Millia fan out there, honestly, and if you enjoy the high APM gameplay, stick around, stay tuned, because we're about to see a whole lot of button mashing.
And another cool thing about this is that Joe Brownie and Lasagna Slayer, Yokai teammates, you always see them in those online brackets. JIKH had to beat Lasagna Slayer to get here. So Joe Brownie, of course, once again on that top 8 already, but also probably wants to get some revenge. I'm going to keep it a buck, avenge his teammate. We'll see if we're able to do that. Some other top 8 qualifiers on the loser side that could potentially happen will be Wild in Cheryo and Cloned in Peluna. So definitely got some cool matches to see who gets up on this top 8. It's been a fun one so far, Sloth.
Yeah, and the Guilty Gear bracket's really starting to wrap up, Only a few more select spots in top 8. We're about to watch these players leave it all out there on the stream setup.
Yeah, we got another hour with y'all. And then after that, I think it's Grand Blue for like 4 hours or something, right? Or no, Blaze Blue. Blaze Blue it is, I think.
I think Grand Blue's already happening
Grand Blue's happening on the sister stream. We're on Team Spooky, I believe. So over on Majin Obama's channel, I think it is the Grand Blue
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
you're right. Yep.
And then I think this is the channel that you guys want to stick here for to watch Blaze Blue as well. Sorry if I'm wrong on that. But we'll see. Right now, of course, we're talking about Strive. We're talking about this top 24. And we're talking about Joe, Brownie, and JIKH. It's going to be Jacko, Millia. Maybe a button check here in a moment. We'll see.
It's a button check.
Just a button check.
It is a button check.
Another North Carolina rep, by the way. So we'll see.
JIKH or?
JIKH, yeah. I don't know where Joe Brownie's from. Y'all have to tell me in the chat.
I think he's got is that a Philadelphia Flyers hat on?
Oh, okay.
Hailing from the Northeast, potentially.
There we go. I was talking to NM yesterday. He was saying a player was from Washington. He was like, yeah, one of the Stripe players from Washington. I'm like, that's crazy. That's a hype.
Sim's
from Washington? That's Sim?
Or
wow.
Sim's from PMW. I think they're from Washington or Oregon. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
One of those northwestern states.
Yeah, one of them. One of them. Appreciate everybody who made the trip out. Whether this is your backyard, whether me, I drove 4 hours. Whether you came from the other side of the country.
I flew 3 hours.
There you go. Yeah.
Representing. We came for the Guilty Gear.
Yep. It's a fun game. It's definitely a good time for fighting games in general. But especially Strive, right? We got our ranked, we got our balance patch, we got some new stuff coming out on the horizon. I don't know if you've been keeping up with those Tokyo Game Show announcements with the new skin colors and stuff. So Strive's getting some new stuff on the horizon.
Yep. Is the Tokon thing today?
I think there was some stuff this weekend in general. It was completely in Japanese, though. So, you're going to have to wait for someone to translate it. But here we go, guys. We're starting off. We're jailing down this JIKH with some of those bots, but it's going to be JIKH getting in here, guys. It's going to be a high APM match no matter what happens. Whether we're calling bots and giving commands or whether we're jumping at you with those Capels and Turbo Falls, this is going to be some high APM. Joe Brownie looking strong to start us off.
Yeah, but JIKH, playing from the defense, burst to force Joe Brownie into that corner, finds the bad moon conversion.
Ooh,
but
nice.
likes to reset the pressure. That's crazy coming from JIKH. Going for the Artemis. Nice IB throw from Joe Brownie. Oh, and that crossover was so tricky. Stole that little pixel of a corner.
Unfortunately, couldn't cancel into that super, but we're in such a good spot that BRC drift forward will be just enough to finish it off. Joe Brownie with a very strong round, though, but if you looked at that HP, JIKH dealt some damage. We're just going to have to finish our food.
Oh, nice defense matrix on the minion, catching JIKH's run-up just to try to anti-air there. And the JPs from Joe Brownie really just controlling the space in this matchup. JIKH really having a hard time getting in.
Oh my lord, the number 2 bot actually lining up that follow-up attack. Joe Brownie's got some really cool routes here, but it's going to be JIKH running in with that JH and these throws, enough to put Joe Brownie on the back foot here for a moment. Nice block on the corner steal, but the red RC gets that pickup. JIKH flattering you across the screen.
Yep, and does have 50 meter. Joe Brownie will we YRC. 2D gets blocked, no punish on it. Trying to catch the cancel in that tricky capel. That, I believe that hits cross up.
Yeah, I'm always surprised by those ones. And actually, I wouldn't have been too surprised to see a burst there from Joe Brownie, who had all that tension. But no, we saved it, and we're even up on that burst until JIKH spends it right there to get out of that corner.
Yeah, big wall bounce combo. JIKH forced to spend it right there, like you were saying. Keeping the pressure thick. Nice counter hit JH, but unfortunate IAD back. But JIKH still laying the pressure on thick, finds the bad move conversion again, potentially looking for the burst from Joe Brownie, but Joe Brownie will not give it up. The JD almost gets smoked by a close flash, but JIKH finally finds the wall break and resets the situation.
And Joe Brownie not in a terrible spot, right? We got those bots, we got the tension and the burst. We only need one good combo here. JIKH will probably get his burst back here too as well, but I'm looking at that tension. We can potentially spend it on a YRC or a good combo. It's going to get some time to breathe here, but Joe Brownie's still with high APM.
Throwing those minions, trying to catch JIKH. Moving around in the air. JIKH just content to hold it, not spending anything. Does have the deflect shield available, but we might not even see it. The burst isn't going to come through. Nice routing there from Joe Brownie to confirm the kill and send us to the next game. 1-0 Joe Brownie.
Yeah, one more normal right there, one more Gatling, and JIKH probably over there mashing that burst button, that burst macro, trying to get out. So yeah, awesome routing there from Joe. We're going on to this game 2. The Jacko's got the lead. We'll see what we got from this hair car round start.
Yeah, nice anti-air with the hair car, just sending it a little. Millia players tend to do that, I feel like. Oh, trying to get the defense matrix, catching the anti-air attempt from JIKH.
We still get that pickup though. That defense matrix very strong on the side of Joe Brownie, but only to delay the inevitable, so to speak, because JIKH is the one still getting this damage. Joe Brownie active on these bots, but we're picking very specific angles jumping in on this Jacko. We're kind of nullifying the bot pressure in general.
Yep, but some nice mix-ups from JIKH, gonna score him that round. The Bad Moon really paying off dividends thus far in this match. And JIKH looking to maybe answer back and take one game of their own.
We'll see. I mean, that 2K on the other side was pretty strong. No burst on the side of JIKH here, so a lot of damage dealt. Joe Brownie looking strong with all of that bot meter and that positive bonus cranking.
Yeah, Millia, not the thickest character. She does not have a lot of health in her HP pool, so, sometimes you just lose in 2 interactions. But right now, JIKH got Joe Brownie in the spin cycle, tried to evade the situation, but gets caught by the capital in the air. Nice 2P match, though.
Yeah, we're active on those P normals, the 2Ps, the JPs, whatever we can do to keep this Millia off of us. The Flex Shield buys you a little bit of time, but JIKH just runs right up with the 2K to follow it up, finishes with the 2H. We're getting a game on the board.
Yep, good stuff from JIKH. Looking very solid right now. And NC, I hear the clap, I hear the chants. They're here for their boy.
There we go. You got to be NC if you're here. We got to hear you. JIKH's got to hear you. Looking strong here. Try to get. Oh, I think that was a bad moon right there.
Yeah, that was a bad moon. Little misinput there, but nothing to fret. JIKH still in the driver's seat. Got Joe Brownie in the corner, 50 meter. How do we spend? Oh, what a mix-up. Looking to bait the burst with that jump. Not going to find it, though. Joe Brownie holding on to that burst for dear life.
Dude, and we're so good. What we do in terms of being patient on the burst, we're then so active with that defense command. So it's going to be Joe Brownie running this pressure with the bots. The tension's built up as well. JIKH doesn't have any defensive mechanics outside of just blocking to get out of this corner.
Oh, nice 5D though from Joe Brownie, riding right into that super. Not going to be enough to kill, but will score him that hard knockdown. Very advantageous position and does have some minions available.
Nice jump in there from Joe, using that command, the raw one, to get that follow-up. Cancel that recovery, keep that combo going, getting around on the board.
Yep, and now JIKH fighting from a deficit here in this 3rd game. Does find a hit, nice burst on the 6H from Joe Brownie. But JIKH runs in and just scores the counter hit and gets us right to that wall.
Looking good. Of course, we are down a round, but at least in this round, we're looking pretty hot. Needs only one more interaction and a red RC to take it. Unfortunate drop right there. Just one more connection will be all we need, and it's going to be that Bad Moon getting the perfect. JIKH's take us to the last round of Game 3.
Yep, looking to potentially, either way, we're going to be seeing another game after this. Oh, the burst gets baited. Beautiful stuff from Joe Brownie constructing this offense with these minions. When am I allowed to play the game? I don't know. JIKH getting caught by the overhead, and that's going to do it into the super.
Awesome stuff.
Watching 2 set play characters fight each other is like, yeah. How does it feel? How does it feel to get tortured by your own methods?
Well, you're saying that. How's it feel? JIKH was trying to get a burst bait in that previous round that Joe Brownie didn't fall for, and then Joe Brownie burst baits JIKH and it connects. So yeah, how's it feel?
How does it feel?
Yeah.
You want to bait my burst? Let me bait yours. Nice start here from JIKH though. 1 Millia, 2K, 2D, and it could just be the whole round. Joe Brownie elects to burst, does not want to hold the next mix-up, and catches JIKH trying to kill these minions with 2P.
Yeah, I do respect that from JIKH being active, trying to take out those bots. And it pays off, right? We're going to send you through this wall. We got that 50 tension building up for Joe Brownie here. So low HP, but a lot of resources.
Nice JK there, catching JIKH's jump up. Know where Millia wants to be on the screen and electing to cover that space with those air normals. Joe Brownie playing sort of defensively here. The 2D actually trading there. Nice, gets the wall bounce combo. Will we see a burst?
Oh, wow. Okay, no tension to back that burst up, but we only need a little HP to chew through. Amazing air throw there from Joe Brownie. Early cancel into the driver. Doesn't want to give JIKH any burst. This is scorched earth out here, Sloth. We're going to Game 4 set point for Joe Brownie.
Yeah, JIKH spending that burst so late in the round is going to have a big factor on this last game. A nice counter at 5 feet to start off for Joe Brownie, electing to set up the minion, construct the offense, and crank up that risk a little maybe.
Oh, wow. The attack commands were too high, so JIKH got a second to get out of that corner, but not for long. That 5D Red RC lines up this next string, and Joe Brownie is going to try to move on to that top 8.
And JIKH still does have a chance, but getting covered in the air, smothered by Joe Brownie's JPs. The minions are all out. JIKH playing from the defense, spends the deflect shield, but unfortunately not finding its mark at all. Does get a grab though, does have one chance. 50 meter on the table for Joe Brownie.
Oh, that was tricky. What was that? Air dash back JD to pick up Joe Brownie there. The winger's going to give us that hard knockdown, but Joe Brownie with so many mechanics on this side of the screen. The burst, the tension, the full minions.
Yep, and that's going to be a super PRC, electing to get those invulnerability frames. JIKH just turbo falling away. Joe Brownie setting up the minion, trying to escape, but gets caught by a JH. Gets bursted into the corner. Joe Brownie with a hero burst, looking to end this round right now. JIKH almost has burst. Oh, the 2K2D was enough, and Joe Brownie takes it 3-1 over JIKH, securing their win and securing their spot in loser side top 8.
Oh, man, if you're North Carolina, you hate to see it, but Joe Brownie avenging his teammate to still move on to that top 8. Awesome stuff. Awesome ending to that round. Was so scrambly there. Came down to, like, there was only a couple frames that maybe possibly JIKH could have bursted there.
But even then, he could have just did 2K into nothing, so it's like you're playing that risk as well. And big shout-outs to both players. What a hard-fought set. Even if it was 3-1, man, that was so close. Such a pleasure to watch, JIKH. You know, good luck in the next one. And big shout-outs to Joe Brownie. I think this is their first big offline showing. I don't know if they've been to an offline event.
Joe Brownie, I want to put some respect on you, Joe. I apologize if I'm wrong on that. Maybe they were at EVO. I'm not sure. But, I mean, this is definitely, I'll just say this. They've definitely been awesome in this bracket so far, and I'm happy that they're here in this top 8 at SQXL. It's been a fun one so far, and we still got some more matches for you to figure out what this top 8's going to be, guys. Coming up next, this one's going to be cool.
Yes, cloned Peluna. Yes. Oh, man.
I feel like Peluna, I mean, Strong Dizzy in general. Of course, that character got a lot of love. And recently, Peluna been tearing up TNSs, JIKHs, these online top 8s playing so strong, putting this character on the map, so to speak. The comments, YouTube comments, love Peluna. I'm going to keep it a buck.
Yeah, that's because they're the only Dizzy ever. There was one more Dizzy player, I believe their tag is like Gecko or something.
Yeah, Gecko. Yeah, Gecko was here. Gecko was here. There's a decent amount of strong Dizzies, man.
She's definitely gaining popularity off of the strength of those changes, you know. 50 billion active frame Ice Spike will do that. And, man, this is one of those matchups where Slayer with his limited-ish mobility, you know, could have a hard time dealing with that ice field. So let's see how Peluna plays this one out.
We'll see. We'll see. Definitely, I would love to see some dandy steps on an ice field.
Yep.
That's going to be funny to watch. We'll see. Those step dashes. So it's going to be cloned in Peluna. Did you check if they button check Sloth? I don't actually know.
Didn't see no button check, but I did see a fist bump.
Okay.
Okay, somebody's got their phone out. Are they changing the song, or are they changing the button check? What's going on here?
Here we
We're
go.
going to find out in a second, Chad. Either way, we're about to have some great Guilty Gear coming up. Okay, we're skipping the intros. All right, it's button check.
I was about to say, if it was Gold Burst from Clone there, I would have still thought it was a game. Because she goes for some crazy setups or crazy options, I'll say. So yeah, guys, a little bit of a button check. Just make sure everything's plugged in and working. No reason to fly out to North Carolina, get to your top 8 qualifier, and then your buttons not work, right?
Save me from this Jacko theme, bro. Please.
This Jacko theme, no. It's okay, it's okay. We got Ice out here. We're popping like popcorn, y'all. And we're trying to get to that top 8 loser side. One of these players are going to go home. So if you're rooting for Peluna, let me hear you. If you're rooting for Cloned, let me hear you. Game 1, let's rock.
All right, going to be starting it off with that broken, disjointed far slash. These Dizzy buffs already coming into play on the first interaction. Nice 5K on the finish, but Peluna's already got the wings up and spends the burst on both ends. Using the ice field to punish that Mappa hunch. That's what I was talking about. How does Slayer move around it, man?
Yeah, it's tricky. Of course, you still have the chance to press those buttons, but Peluna knows what momentum you're going to have out of them. Awesome Dizzy combo here from Peluna, taking you to the corner. The wall, or rather the throw, not enough to kill, but the OTG does it. Peluna's going to show you a lot of cool stuff on this Dizzy. Cloned, are you ready for it?
Yeah, that Narwhal, man, does a lot of damage on the OTG. Immediate grab. Nice counterplay there from Peluna. Finds the 2H conversion into the ice. Very tricky situation and does have a little bit of tension, so elects to put those wings up. Got the ice out again. What do you do?
Trying to go for that 2H. I actually like that option there from Clone, but Peluna getting really crafty here, getting that wings out as well. Sometimes that wings, right, Sloth, even if it doesn't connect, it's enough to get your opponent pressing, but sometimes the presses connect, and Clone looking good here with this pile bunker.
Yeah, raw pile bunker. Ooh, goes for the cross-up. Nice backdash from Peluna. Trying to keep Clone in the corner with that ice spike, but a great Mappa hunch. Clone finding the hit and looking for a mix-up off the strength of the OTG. Ooh! Does find it another pile bunker, man. That's like a billion.
I almost started popping off there. I thought Clone was going to break the wall right there off of that that ice floor combo. It's definitely a weird thing. You guys got to lab your ice floor combos on your characters because you're going to be seeing this Dizzy a lot more, especially at this high level. Good stuff here for Peluna. She's got the floor established and the wings are out.
Yeah, nice Michael Sword there just to cover that horizontal space where Slayer wants to be. Sending out all these projectiles in the active frames on that ice spike. It will catch you. It will do happen to you, but look at the wings of light pop. All the health for Clone is gone. One chance here.
Okay, I've seen Clone rob harder games than this one, so we'll see what she can do with this Mappa Hunch PRC. Peluna a little patient, and it pays off. It's just going to be a throw on that cross-up dandy step. Peluna taking this first game. Clone, unfortunately, not able to spend that burst.
No, going back to character select, taking a second to breathe, a moment to think.
We'll see. Taking a second. Definitely, I don't know if these character players have secondaries. I don't know if you know Sloth, but I don't think they. I think we're just gonna see the Slayer Peluna all the time.
No.
I mean the Dizzy.
Nothing. Yeah, I don't know nothing about Peluna other than that they play Dizzy. So if I see another character, I might jump out this seat.
Yeah.
But all right, yeah, just taking a little second to breathe there. This is their last chance to make it into top 8. This is loser's side. One player will unfortunately be going home here, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna leave it all out there on that stream setup. Both these players really want this victory. You can see it on them.
Definitely locked in. We're going to start off this second game. Clones was looking very strong there, but it was Peluna getting one on the board. She's got her burst ready in that back pocket. It's going to be the universe buff applied as well. I mean, yeah, burst, but we're in such a weird spot here, especially because we're using that Mappa Hunch.
Nice super Mappa Hunch. Calls out the Ice Fish summon. Full screen. Slayer can just do that sometimes and gets the bite. Clone going back to character select. It looks like it did a lot for her. She's looking very solid right now.
Yeah, I think Clone realized that Peluna was just a little too good at blocking, so hey, you can't block that command grab. Nice JK to be active in the corner. Peluna trying to get out here despite these very impressive normals and impressive special moves from Clone. She's the one getting the wall break though. Nice stuff.
Yep, and using that super Mappa Hunch. Bust that glass, get that hard knockdown. Not looking great for Peluna here on the second game. Clone is really tapped in. Peluna hasn't even really got the chance to play. Oh. Nice XP.
Dude, that's crazy because that was that fall down JK again that worked on the last interaction, but this time Clone already adapted to it. I complimented Peluna, and the next round Clone takes advantage of it. We're getting a game on the board, and y'all, we're popping off over here at Grand Blue.
It's getting loud over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Wait, Sloth, we commentating the wrong game, homie?
No. This is just as hype. Nice punish pile bunker, calling that whiff /slash out. Clone really in the driver's seat. These last interactions have just been playing out so well for her. Nice feint. Ooh, but a great defense here from Peluna. Just jumping back, blocking, trying to escape this corner. The risk is so cranked right now.
She was a little scared to press the JK there a second ago, but the 5K worked out for us. Routing in that super as well. I think that's close enough to wall break. Oh, yeah. Great stuff there from Peluna.
Yep, nice usage of that super. Expert routing here from Peluna. Been playing Dizzy since before she was good, so you know they've got a lot to work with. Nice 6P.
Yeah, very good answer to that raw approach there from Clone. Got the wings applied. Going to get the wall slump as well. Just trying to get these wings to come out. The throw will be enough to kill Sloth.
Yep. Nice stagger pressure there off the fish. That was so awkward looking. I could not tell what side Peluna was on. Oh, gets the throw off the whip 5K. That's crazy.
Oh, wow. Whoa, the Goldberg's actually getting blocked in the air there. Still not quick enough to punish. Well, not able to punish. We got the wings out. We got these fish keeping you down. Bounced around. I don't even know if Clone is thinking about the HP. I would be staring at the wings if I was her.
Yeah, and that tension gauge is so high that wing pop is going to hurt. Look at all the health that Clone has lost. S Michael Sword to convert, and as the ice floor. How do you come back from that? I can't even find out. Peluna with the Michael Sword to close it out.
Clone's going to come back by just going next, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, you got me. Let's go next. That's going to be 2 on the board for Peluna, I believe.
Yep.
We'll see here. Clone definitely doing some strong stuff, being very oppressive, but we slowed it down to a new layer here, a new level, and Peluna looking strong back here in this dizzy zone.
Seen a lot more of these K-buttons coming up from Peluna, and they appear to be controlling the perfect amount of space to catch Clone trying to approach. Nice map hunch, calls out the ice summon. Goes for it again, and Peluna immediately adapts and punishes.
That's crazy. That is so crazy. Oh, that RC! Okay, that was actually good there, because if that connect, Peluna was not blocking, I don't believe.
Oh,
it's going to be that ice spike coming out. The wings are proccing. Not enough to kill those Sloth.
Yep, one chance here. At least makes Peluna block and finds a counter hit. Clone will be breaking the wall, maybe scoring positive. Looking for a reset on the pressure. Into the cross of pile bunker. That's going to do it. What a comeback from Clone.
Oh, you know what's crazy though, Sloth? I'm not even surprised. That's where Clone thrives, right? She's on a pixel. She's like, hold on, wouldn't it be so funny if I won now? And then she does it. Now, of course, it's still Peluna up one game. But, dude, these rounds are looking so strong for Clone.
Nice pile bunker. PRC catches him with the 2H. Peluna on the back foot here, trying to catch it with the air throw. That's crazy from Clone, really feeling themselves. Oh, but Peluna securing the 18 billion frame 5H into the freeze.
And the wings are up too, Sloth. We're going to walk this Slayer down the screen for those wings to proc. The blue RC slows things down for a second, so we're able to get out, but look how much damage was dealt by the wings.
Yep. Peluna's so good about getting that wings head. I feel like they use it the most for sure. Nice backdash. Gets caught by the PRC close slash, and we're going to game 5.
Oh, man. Okay. Definitely Peluna, one of the people's champs, playing that dizzy, putting this character on the map. But I'm going to keep it a buck, Sloth. I can hear it. You can hear it. This crowd wants Clone to win.
Yeah, it's really back and forth between these two players. Honestly, I'll be happy with the outcome either way, because I'm happy I'm not the one up there. Nice 2D. Gets the counter hit. Forces the burst out of Clone here in this first round of game 5.
Nice burst to get some distance back. We got that spike. Those are those K-normals you were talking about, man. So good at keeping the Slayer down.
Yep, and the active frames of the ice spike. Clone jumping up and still finding the ice on her foot. Oh, jump back. BRC. Wow.
Oh, but no follow-up after. So nice reversal there. Despite the wings blocking, we get the bar slash after. This Clone is dancing on each side of you.
Yo, Clone with no help yet again. The scariest player in the whole bracket. BRC on it, and it's going to be enough. Another pixel comeback for Clone. What is going on?
It's her strategy, man. She goes down to that pixel, and it almost makes Peluna play different. That is so insane. Still active, though, with those 5Ks, with the 6Ps you've been seeing. But that bar slash anti-air from Clone gets this dizzy in the corner.
Oh, one guess here from Clone will do it off the universe counter hit. Has the PRC, gotta respect it. Nice defense here from Peluna. Trying to fight her way out the corner, but Clone is just laying this pressure on so thick.
She's trying to get one more hit. The PRC, the stagger out. The FD blocks come out. The Master's Hammer gets blocked, but the Twitter clip comes out from Clone, trying to get one more, and it's the throw. The raw throw from Clone gets her up into that top 8 of SQXL.
What a set, JIKH. Oh my God, I feel like I can't even breathe right now. Such an intense set. Good stuff to both these players. What an amazing show of skill. Peluna, unfortunately, out at 9th, but what a pleasure it was to watch their dizzy, and I hope to see them in some future brackets.
I mean, going out at 9th at this bracket, Sloth, is crazy.
Hella impressive, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you can ask any of the players here, man. They're all saying the same thing. Top 24 looks like a super major.
Yeah, this is the Thunderdome, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, so definitely, if you're here watching, you're watching the VOD, you're watching live right now, you're here in the arena, definitely appreciate having you guys out here. It's the community that makes these things so hype. Coming up next, though, Sloth, I'm looking over at the stand. It looks like it's going to be Wild versus Cheryo to try to get onto that loser side of top 8.
Goldlewis, Giovanna, one of the most, I feel like it's debated on, is it even? Is it Gio favored? Is it Goldlewis favored? Giovanna, I feel like Goldlewis players, whenever they have to fight a character that's fast, they really just enjoy saying that Goldlewis has to lose. But I swear to God, man, you just get one hit and it's over. Let's be honest. Let's be so for real.
Yeah. I mean, you're the chip player, so, you know how that feels
I'm a
on
victim.
the other side. Yeah. You're one of the victims. Now, we'll see. We'll see. I feel like it's a matchup that I end up seeing quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
The Giovanna Goldlewis. So, Wild Cheryo coming out here. Wild, another player who has just been blowing up. We were talking about them earlier. Very positive player, very strong player, wearing that team factor tag. But they're going to be going up against Cheryo. Cheryo definitely if I'm Cheryo, I need to get top 8 at SQXL.
Oh, most definitely. Cheryo, one of the kings of North Carolina, representing Tampa Never Sleeps. Big shout-outs to TNS. We love all you do for the FGC.
Yep. Shout out to TNS. Appreciate y'all. I think that they were over on one of the signs here supporting this thing, but I think they're running Roundhouse this weekend as well. So big shout outs if you guys are stream hopping. That's another event for you to check out. But if you're here, you're locked in. It's going to be Wild Cheryo. I don't think I saw the button check, but we've been pretty consistently doing them. They're talking to the TOs right now, so probably going to see that button check here in a moment.
Yeah, they're smiling. They're talking. Both these players here are having a good time. But let me tell you, once that game 1 is over, I have a feeling we're going to be seeing some very serious looks on each other's faces.
I mean, Strive, going to game 3, you can have the 2 nicest people in the world, but depending on the characters and such, it gets so violent there at the end. And it is just a button check, guys. Using those bursts, making sure everything works.
Goldlewis got to have one of the best throws in the game.
Yeah.
Both his air throw and his regular throw. I'm a big fan of that animation.
They definitely look cool. I was talking to my wife once, and I got her to do commentary for a bracket once.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she doesn't play Strive, to be clear. And I'm like, babe, what do you think about Goldlewis? She's like, I don't know. He headbutts people a lot, because that's his story.
Yeah.
I'm like, babe, you're right. You're actually right. So we'll see. Maybe we'll see some headbutts out here from Cheryo, but that's something I forgot to mention, Sloth. That's something I forgot to mention, is that Cheryo has been on this Giovanna as of late, committing to it, and even some of these very strong online brackets. But no, it looks like we were just flashing it for a second. We're going back to the tried and true will be the Goldlewis.
Yeah, I was excited, but I have not seen Cheryo's Giovanna in a number of weeks, so I'm assuming that fiction is now fiction for real.
Yeah.
No, it's not coming back. It's gone.
We'll see. Definitely threatened the timeline there for a moment. And, maybe there's a splinter in the timeline where Cheryo is playing Giovanna in this very set. But nope, it's going to be Wild on the Giovanna. Cheryo on the Goldlewis. Duel 1. Let's rock. Let's see what we got.
Oh, a nice 5P there from Cheryo to start it off, just trying to control the space that Gio wants to take up immediately. An immediate throw, though, from Wild, laying the pressure on thick and gets the 6P on the spiral. You cannot test a player like Cheryo that many times consecutively.
I mean, look at all these just blocks already coming out. Cheryo ready for this defense. Also, by the way, the music changed.
Yes, they saved us.
Yeah.
They saved us from the Jacko theme.
Cheryo said, if I'm going to beat your ass over here, I'm going to change the song at least. Strong stuff getting that first round.
Yep, and Cheryo banging Wild over the head with that coffin. A nice start to the second round. Man, it is getting so noisy in here.
Yeah, Grand Blue definitely popping off. And these game 3s with these North Carolina players are going to get the same way, y'all. That's Cheryo on the screen as a reminder. This is his backyard.
Yeah, he live here. All right, 50 meter on the table. Positive bonus for Cheryo. Secured that gold burst. But Wild finding another hit. Staying solid in this neutral and staying alive. Plus frames.
Oh my
Good
God.
respect there. That crossover was crazy.
Yeah, that's insane that Cheryo even blocked that one, but very heads up on those situations. Using that PRC to get closer to you to keep this pressure going. We're going to try to get out Wild, but this FD block buying us some time. Nice shoulder check, BRC to keep that pressure going. The flex shield to buy you a little bit of time. Oh my God, Sloth, all of a sudden Wild could potentially take this.
Yep, does have 50 meter on the table, and the overhead is good. Secures it right into the super. Not even going to give Cheryo the chance to burst and to burn it down. Securing that round. Good stuff to Wild. Staying alive.
Here we go, guys. That JD coming out. That Nerf JD still a house. And
Yep.
Wild being very patient here, I would say. Of course, we're doing that very high APM, the jump air dash back, but not really committing too much outside of some whip punish far slashes. This Goldlewis is on top of you, though. Cheryo going to try to get this pressure going, and just the threat of this big body gets the throws out.
Crucified on the wall. Look at Giovanna. Splatted up. There's the super. Gets the wall break. One guess here for Cheryo. Should close out this round. 50 meter on the table for Wild. Let's see how he spends it, but gets caught. The backdash gets smoked by that 2K, and the OTG for Cheryo's going to take it.
Man, now I do like that Wild comeback factor. I didn't expect that in that last round, but we may be able to see more of that in these future games. Cheryo was able to get this first one on the board, but Wild's not taking that one too lightly. We're going to keep this pressure going, unless, of course, Cheryo gets us back in that corner.
Yeah, that back there from Goldlewis into the corner, it is truly the incident. Oh! Finds the super, not allowing Cheryo to burst. Should be enough for a wall break. Giovanna carrying you across the screen just enough.
Trying to get some distance back, but this is some flicks on that FD block. Both our players whipping a little bit out here, Sloth. It's getting scrambly.
Yeah, the 5K usage from Wild has been astounding, though. Just really catching Cheryo's options early. Great approach option for Giovanna, obviously. But as I say it, of course, Cheryo just busting up Wild's lip with that coffin and taking that round, looking to go up to 2.
And Cheryo in a really good spot to keep that burst, right? Wild with 100 tension, one good combo would have forced Cheryo the burst and not lose the round. Of course, it's Cheryo on top right here, baiting that deflect shield and putting this Giovanna through the wall.
Yep, Cheryo finding a lot of damage. Elects to keep that 50 meter for the post-wall break situation. Wild finding a 5H, catching that backdash. Another backdoor from Cheryo, 100 meter on deck. Wild blocking for their life. The kickflip. Ooh.
We're trying to get in, Sloth. That 50 tension on the side of Cheryo. I'm eyeing it. Now we spend that burst to get some distance back. We're going to bring it down with this laser. I think I caught level 2 security on that one, so it lasted for a little bit there. Wild has that burst, but only a pixel.
Oh, nice 2P anti-air, catches the cross of JIKH. Cheryo calling out that defensive maneuver from Wild and securing his second game. Very close to top 8, one off.
Yeah, Cheryo definitely, I mean, I already said it, Cheryo cannot not get top 8 in your backyard, right? So we're coming out here with all the guns blazing.
Yep, starting it off this second round, or this third game very strong. Forces the burst out of Cheryo, nice stuff there from Wild. Trying to lock this Giovanna down in the corner. Wild jumping defensively, but just stuck in the corner for so long. And elects to burst. Finally takes their own turn, finds a throw, pushing Cheryo closer to that corner, maybe looking to break the wall. Plus frames, we respect. Oh, the 2K for Cheryo.
Whoa, that was so weird. I thought we would be able to low crush it there with that backdash BRC, but no, the 2K comes out, and Cheryo actually doing a little bit of robbery there, puts ourselves on set point.
Yep, one Goldlewis 2K, it could happen to you. Cheryo on set point, just like you were saying, finds the counter in 2S to start the round off, secures the knockdown, forces the deflect shield out of Wild. No burst on the table, and we might not see it for the rest of this tournament.
Here we go. Wild trying to stay alive. Very patiently too, just, you know, simple strings, just ending in that dog kick, giving up that turn. But now we got that pressure established. These throws are going to start coming out a little bit more. Cheryo fishing out that 2K again.
Yep, amazing 2K. Cheryo not respecting that. Knows that he can mash there. Finds the drone, baits the YRC. That's going to do it. Cheryo marks their way to top 8 with a blood-splattered path. Makes it into the loser side. NC's very own. The crowd is applauding their king.
Big stuff, though, and shout-outs to Wild, one of the strongest Giovannas here in NA. So glad they came out over here to SQXL to play it out with some of the best. If you're going down at 9th at this event, you know, I was saying it earlier, this is basically a super major in terms of the competition we have. But we still got one more match, guys, to figure out who gets onto that top 8 side. It's going to be Lucien up against Lurry.
Yep, and I was watching Lurry play a boatload of games with Gavin earlier, potentially warming up for this set right here.
Yeah.
Gavin was on that HC, so Lurry, at least warm in the matchup perhaps, but Lucien, you know, a behemoth of a player in their own right.
Yeah, Lucien, very strong player. We saw them earlier fight it out against Kreeg, who took them out and is now on that winner's side. So Lucien probably wants to get that run back up in that top 8 eventually. Of course, Lucien's also in that 2XKO, so hopefully not too many double bracket situations going on there. We'll see.
Hopefully that 2XKO bracket is not getting too jammed up. But this last match will determine. That's the last one, right?
Yeah, this will be the last one to see who is going to get up in that top 8 side, and it's going to be fighting up against. Here, let me actually look at the projected to make sure, to find out for certain. I looked there earlier.
I clicked the button, but I just didn't see all the names. It's kind of weird.
Start.gg mobile.
Yeah, it should be on the winner side. We got MFCR class, Red I Am Not versus Kreeg, and then towards the losers end we got Cheryo, who's going to actually end up facing against Joe Brownie. It's going to be a crazy set, and then the winner of this. Between Lucien and Lurry versus Cloned.
So we'll see. Lucien
very stacked top 8.
Yeah, awesome top 8. Definitely going to be having fun watching this one, guys. So that's going to be later on today. We're going to have some Blaze Blue after this before we go into the top 8 of Strive. Of course, we got this last match here, so don't be clicking away quite yet. We're still going to figure out who this top 8 is going to be for y'all.
Yep, and NC's very own Lurry up against Florida's very own Lucien. Let's see if Lurry can defend his home state and carve his path into top 8. That's a father right there, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. Finding the time to raise your kids and then beat some kids. So.
Yeah, for real.
So we'll see. We'll see. I think I caught the fist bump, so we may be just going straight into this one, y'all, to try to get onto that winner's side, loser side top 8. The winner of this one fighting it off against Cloned later on today. We're going to see who gets up there.
Duel 1.
All right, game number 1. Looks like it will be a button check situation. But
I faked you out, Sloth. I'm sorry. I thought I saw the fist bump. My bad.
It's okay, bro. I forgive you.
So we'll see. And the rest of this top 8 is going to be crazy, too, because, of course, we just saw Cheryo win it out, but they're going to have to fight Joe Brownie right after. I mean, I know Joe Brownie's ready for that Goldlewis matchup. We're going to have to see. I don't know who Cloned is more ready for. Maybe Lurry, maybe Lucien. So I wonder who she's rooting for to see who's going to win this set.
Clone don't care as long as she can make that little pixel HP comeback.
Sure.
Does not matter to her.
Yeah,
the plot armor was real in that set. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was destined to, to unfold the way it did. But we're rolling in, guys. Got a little button check. We're all warmed up out here. This is your last match to figure out who gets onto the top 8 side of SQXL 2025. It's going to be Lurry, NC Zone, up against Lucien. Let's go.
And of course, to round it out, we got one of the best characters in the game versus one of the worst characters in the game, depending on your opinion. But Lurry securing the burst from Lucien with an early counter hit 2D to start the round off. Lucien just setting up the wall, gets caught by the scalpel pull. Really great stuff from Lurry. Gonna throw a few items here, maybe run up. Okay, run up command grab. We don't need no items.
Oh man! And now Lurry throws some good items too. My man be throwing mini Faust and meteors all the time.
Oh, the banana! What a conversion from Lurry. He's woke to it.
And we had that super ready on lock as well. Definitely a flashy first round so far for Lurry, but it's not over yet. That's not enough to kill. Lucien is going to be able to fight back here.
Nice safe jump there from Lurry. Finds the command grab yet again and gonna RC to secure this kill. Uses the CS there, trying to not build that little bit of burst back for Lucien.
Yeah, Lucien's going to get their burst back at some point in this round, but not at that start. So we get a second to try to get some hits in, but no, it's going to be us getting gunshot, in fact. Lucien picking us up and sending us through the wall.
Yep, and there's the gun flip. 5D is good. Got the wall stump. Going to go ahead and elect to just blast him through with the Machina. Gets all the bullets back.
Now, Lurry does get his burst here. I don't know if we'll end up seeing it. Maybe we can use it offensively. It's going to be that focus super from Lucien to fix that resource, to get in on Lurry, who does spend that burst, runs it down the middle.
Oh, and the throw gets backdash. Nice stuff there from Lucien. The defense is keen, but Lurry's 2K is more on point. One of the greatest anti-airs in the game. Gets the bomb up. Yep, Lucien has to respect it, but a nice 2P, and the 2 SOTG is going to be enough to take it.
I saw the gears turning because that banana bunch turning into the peel. I know Lurry was feeling like, oh, I need to get him into the corner, get this Lucien back there, but not today. It's Lucien getting this round evened up.
Nice. Gets the hammer. Great J2K. Full conversion. Going to go ahead and break the wall or elect to go for the cross-up. Lurry getting tricky with the 6H, but gets punished.
Having a little too much fun out here. It's going to be that run up low from Lucien. Now they're running some wall slump pressure, and it's paying off, man. We got a lot of damage on this side of Lurry, but the HP is pretty even, and the burst is in this Faust's favor.
Yep, Lurry still does have some defensive resources to spend. Nice IBs from Lucien, evades the blue wild assault situation, but another 2K anti-air. Lurry's going to break the wall if you don't burst, and Lucien holding that burst.
Now we will be able to use it on this other side. That's not going to be enough to kill, but it will be enough to get this hard knockdown after. We have that burst on the side of Lucien. The crowd's going crazy, y'all. We're trying to get that hit with the thrust. What a long run-up. Lucien gets out.
The J2K, man. Criminal offender number 1 tries to deflect, gets caught by the 2D. One chance here for Lurry. Nice block on the 5D, and the bar slash gets whip punished with the JD. Lurry. You can hear the crowd's reaction. It might be a little delayed, but they love their boy and they are cheering for him right now.
The energy is crazy, but both the players still a little stoic up there. We're just changing our music. We're having fun. We're going into that next game. It was still kind of close. Well, not kind of. It was close there. So we'll see. We got a set on our hands. Definitely
down to the wire, but starting off looking pretty good for Lucien. Gonna go ahead and get the wall break. Gets all their bullets back as well.
We got that hard knockdown to back us up, all those resources. Lurry, not a great start this round. I definitely not going to count him out quite yet, especially with the crowd behind him. But it's going to be that stagger low that Lucien ends this first round with. Awesome stuff.
All right, Lucien taking that round, taking us into our next. Lurry does have the burst on the table. A nice 2K round start. Crazy RPS there, honestly, on round start. It's so difficult to fight Faust because he's got one of the best round starts in the game. Lucien finding a way, though, but Lurry locking him down in the corner.
Yeah, really good trumpet right there from Lucien to get us out on that fuzzy jump. We're taking this Faust down the screen. It's going to be that dead frame into the J2K to get Lurry bounced up here. Canceling into the Deus Ex, but the burst looks even on both sides.
Yep. Lucien getting all their bullets back here. Potential game-winning situation, though. Lurry does have the burst to spend and 50 meter. Gets the YRC out, but an immediate 2K catches the 2H attempt. Bombs up.
Oh, able to super jump away from that bomb, but the curse is still applied. Not a lot of HP left, Sloth, so that 5D was all we needed.
Yep, and Lucien finds it off the Blue Wild Assault, closing out that game, taking us to 1 apiece. These two have definitely played each other in the past, you know, so they're very familiar with each other's habits. Seeing a lot of round start 2D, it looks like to be working for Lurry's end.
Definitely loves using that normal in this matchup. It seems like we got the burst in our favor. Nice back throw punish to put Lucien down here in the corner. What was that? Oh my God, we're showing off a little bit.
He's working. Nice CS there from Lurry. Tricky little movement there just to confuse Lucien a little.
And we got that bomb in our back pocket as well. We have to see if we get a chance to use it, but with the 100 tension and that lined up sweet spot hit, we need to keep it simple out here. That's what Lurry does, gets around for ourselves. Here we go. We're going in to this next round. Both the games are even up, and Lucien's getting that first shot to beat up this Faust.
Yep, nice stuff there from Lucien. Pushing Lurry towards that corner, but an amazing JD. Lurry playing so well defensively, gets caught. The hammer actually trading with the counter hit. So fortunate for Lurry. Finds himself a second win, but Lucien laying this pressure on so thick. Oh, but he finds the command grab, punishing the normal throw.
Here we go, the Afro is lit. Lucien's gonna have to respect that pop, and the close slash dagger was enough. We spend that burst, we're still in this round, but Lurry's looking good.
Yep, good burst on that 5H, and he's coming from the top rope. Lucien's backdash gets caught by the far slash, not gonna be enough quite just yet. Doesn't get the wall stick. Lurry, one guess here, should close out this second game.
But Lucien's getting a chance here with that FD block, but not for long, Sloth. It was gonna be that far slash to catch that dash block attempt. Lurry, all of a sudden, looking like we may make it to that top 8. Lucien's gonna go back to character select. Gonna get some chance to breathe. Guys, you gotta hear the crowd.
Somebody's holding, I see Skullduggers holding up a mini Faust behind
Let's
Lurry.
go. Let's go. Oh my God. If production could hear us, I'd tell you to flash over so we can look at the crowd,
Where's
guys.
he running? He needs a little cup of water.
Lurry's getting some water, guys. We're getting hydrated. Reminder to go ahead, stand up, take a sip of water. Lurry over here drinking. He's saying, hold on, this is actually real. Good luck, Lurry. There we go. He's going back. And it's going to be up against...
Look at the crowd. Look at how many people are behind that player cam. Man, it is intense in this venue. You can feel the passion. You can feel the passion.
Heck yeah, man. Here we go, guys. We're rolling in the game 4. Now, Lucien, of course, getting some chance right there. Pick our favorite song. Think about what went wrong, right? Or what's going wrong, you know? Or what we need to do different or try. Because we got to pick up something quick. Because if you lose this one, you're going home.
The answer might shock you, JIKH, but I feel like it's just press J2K more. Really been paying off a lot for Lucien, but a nice round start for Lurry. Gets the counter in 2P, but immediate throw on the Blue Wild Assault. Lucien definitely locked in that character select screen.
Definitely at least looks like it from this first round. Already getting that 50 tension to route into super as well. Lucien going to be having their burst saved up, but Lurry may be spending his soon.
Yep, just holding down the defense. Nice PRC on the 5D to go into the low. The evil stuff, the dark evil mix-up.
Oh, you got to pull out all the stops if you're going to try to win in this event. It's going to be that nice roll mix-up into Deus Ex that's going to get this round here for Lucien. Strong stuff.
Yep, Lucien looking to maybe go to game 5. Changing the song might have did what it needed to do. Oh, what a nice 6P catching the JH from Lurry. Not going to send him through the wall quite just yet. Wants to lay the pressure on thick in this corner. Another wall slump. And the throw gets punished. Lurry's own grab. The back throw incident perhaps, and a mini Faust looking really good right now.
Yeah, Lurry went and got that mini Faust from the water cooler over there, pulled it out for just this moment. We got the bombs coming out, that mini Faust coming across this screen. It's Mario Party out here, Sloth.
Nice JH, catching Lucien up in the air. Lurry looking to take this, trying to just control the space, but Lucien unfortunately picking up that trumpet, sends Lurry back and in the zone against the Happy Chaos. The 6H super, is it gonna be enough? I think the Guts Crush might do it.
Oh, nope. Not enough to carry us to the wall, though. You may have been right, Sloth, but that spacing was a little off here for Lucien, who ran out, or rather got some focus back, closes out that game regardless, and now we're evened up. It's 2-2 out here.
Of course, it's game 5. Of course, this is our last top 8 qualifier. Of course, the crowd is making some noise, ladies and gentlemen. We got a heater. Lurry starting it off with a command grab, and the crowd's already awake.
Oh! Okay, yeah, nice. That was a perfect burst from Lucien because, of course, it also got rid of the Afro Pop as well. The roll gets that pickup, the curse is applied, the flex shield gets us some distance, and Lurry gets the pickup with that 2K.
Yep, immediate 2K 6P off the PRC on the Scarecrow setup. Lurry's got a bomb, and Lucien's gonna use it. Oh, what a conversion for Lucien.
Oh, man, that is definitely a bombo. If you're a Lucien fan or if you're rooting for Florida, you definitely love what you just saw. Lucien looking so strong with that conversion, lining it up and putting Lurry in this hard knockdown state.
Oh, and the delayed shot catching Lurry, trying to backdash or something. The super's gonna be enough. Lucien on set point. Can Lurry find a way?
Here we go, guys. Crowd's picking up a bit. The pressure's on the line. Lucien looking good here. Definitely would like to have this top 8 if we can get it. But Lurry in his backyard, can he get this pressure going? It's going to be the back throw punish from Lucien.
Yeah, Lucien so privy to this command grabs. Nice block on the 5D from Lurry, but still got to hold 3 more mix-ups. Oh, and the delay CS catching Lurry trying to jump.
Really great spot here for Lucien. Definitely has all of the cards in their favor. Lurry will get some of this tension back here in a moment. We're spending it on the FD blocks. The flex shield gets us some distance back. Whoa, my God, not a trade on the on-hit J2K. That is insane.
Oh, the shot is good for Lucien, but out of concentration. Lurry has one chance here. The mix-up on the overhead does find a hit, taking Lucien right to that corner and gets the bomb.
Okay, oh, the bomb saved us. Right there, the gunshot connected. That could have been a kill for Lucien, but the bomb saved us. We're going to keep this Lucien here. And we catch the backdash with the JH. We're going to the last round.
The delayed JH from Lurry catching the backdash. Last chance here for both these players. They both want it so bad. Nice 2S round start for Lucien. Already taking Lurry to the corner.
And Lucien will get that burst pretty early here too, so if we do get on the back foot, we'll have that defensive mechanic ready, but it's going to be the focus on the wall slump to line up this super after. This is so awesome of a set. Lurry, what do you got here?
How do you defend against a character with so many bullets? The 5D counter hit and the burst is baited. That's going to do it. Lucien takes it, and the crowd goes mild. Lucien popping off. Awesome. Taking it over Lurry, securing that last spot in loser side top 8, and doing a little dance too.
Awesome stuff, man. Awesome set from those players. Definitely like how that one unfolded, and Lurry's going to be moving up. But guys, that was our top 8s. Definitely, or rather our top 24, excuse me, to find out who is going in the top 8. Excuse me.
Don't jump the gun.
Yeah. We have top 8 later today, guys. We're going to be going over to Blaze Blue Central Fiction for top 24 here in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. That was dope.
I'm assuming they went to the ad.
I hope so. Well, that was fun, Slaw.
Yep. It was a pleasure, bro.
Yeah, no, that was sick.